Hi there, this is Ronnie coming at you with a video. Yesterday I ran my second and final session of my little one-shot dungeon crawl thing for this system, DungeonSlayers, which I've done a overview review. And the little dungeon, Mad Melkior's Maze, was completed, and I just wanted to do a video how I feel the session went, and now that I've actually used DungeonSlayers, how I feel about the system. I think the session went well. I had 3 players, thankfully not the 2. 3 players, one of whom was Ian, who had played some tabletop wargaming before, but had never played a role-playing game before, and I think he enjoyed himself immensely. I mean, it was a dungeon crawl. I'm on record as saying I'm not a particular fan of dungeon crawls, but this is DungeonSlayers, and it was a one-shot. It was designed to check the system, give it a good run out, which meant it had to be a bit more mechanical in nature rather than, you know, anything deep. It was quite funny. They went into the maze and they kept going round in circles. They didn't bring any graph or squared paper, so they weren't actually making a map. That was funny. Watching them go around in circles, watching them go around and walk into rooms that they'd already been in, because they were chalking exits and so on that they were going through. That was a smart idea, at least. You know, it was a variation of Ariadne's thread. But at least they knew where they'd been, if nothing else. I enjoyed this session yesterday. We played it to a finish, and I enjoyed it. It was designed to be a one-shot. I could see those characters going on though. Maybe do another game with them before the year's out. But I enjoyed it. It was fun. What do I think of the system now that I've actually used it? I like it. I like it. I did sort of mention one caveat in my overview review, and it still holds, which is the actual system, particularly combat, is somewhat counterintuitive. You know, if you have a sort of melee action, a sort of melee attack score of say 14. You know, you're rolling under. Now, I don't have a problem with. I've used systems where you roll under, but you're rolling under, which is fine. But you're rolling under, and then you have to roll. You're rolling under, but you want to roll as near to as damn it. So, for example, with a score of 14, what you roll is the damage. You know, if you roll under 14, you've hit, but the actual score that you roll is the damage you do. So, rolling a 5 isn't as good as rolling a 10. Whereas me, old school that I often am, my head would have been 10 is 4 away, 5 is 9 away, so 5 should be better than 10. So it's a little counterintuitive. It took the players a little while. Ian wasn't so bad because, as I say, he hadn't played RPGs before, although he had done some tabletop wargaming. The other 2 were sort of veterans. They played sort of D20 and D20 extensions of Pathfinder. So the idea of rolling under a skill, you know, lower better, was a stretch. But then the whole thing of lower, but you want to get close. Unless you roll a 1, which is perfect. It's called a coup. It's basically a crit. And you know, it causes confusion. But overall, I think the system works. I don't think I would ever use it for a campaign. I have systems that are really set for campaign play. And DungeonSlayers simply doesn't hold for that, I don't think. I think for occasional one-shots it's perfect. It's a silly system. It's dumb. I like it. You could use it for campaign play if you wanted to. If I wanted to, I could. But to me, it fills that nice little niche of having a fantasy system to hand where I can just go, okay, quick characters, go. And there's lots of little one-shot dungeons. There's couple in the back of the book, and the website has a few as well, for various levels as well, which is nice. I like it. Counterintuitiveness aside, which is more to do with how long I've been gaming in different systems than a problem with the game itself. The game runs very fast, it's very slick. So I like it, and I will use it again. So yeah, session went well. Players enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was silly. And the system, for what I want it for, works perfectly well. So I consider it a success. So I just wanted to sort of voice my thing on that, and I'll be back soon with another video.